Good morning, good day, good evening, whichever one it may be for you. Welcome to the Disc Golf Show. My name is Nick, and this is episode 22 of the 2026 season. This is brought to you in part by our sponsors. First being our local pro shop, Final Nine Sports in Northern California. They have two locations, one in Rockland and one in Orangevale. Always support local if you can. However, if you're unable to do so, we have a remedy, and that is Disc Golf Deals USA. Go to discgolfdealsusa.com/discgolfshow and save 10% off of your entire order. Some exclusions do apply, but save that money. It adds up quick. As always, let's jump into it, and we like to start off with good news. Got a lot of news. I always get surprised at how much news we have every episode. I always think it's going to be a light episode, and then there's a ton that comes in. First off, congratulations to the recent engagement between Cole Redolin and Trinity Bryant. They recently announced that, and it was at a beautiful location, so shout out to Cole on that, in front of a waterfall, very picturesque. So again, we wish them the best. Moving on, we do have some information related to the recent Women's Global event and the outcomes of it. And those being, I'm going to run through some stuff here. Almost 3,100 competitors across the world. Just over 2,100 of them were in the US, but across all events, 94,188 throws were thrown. There were 131 tournaments across 22 countries. Good to see that. Hopefully more and more as the years go by. And I did want to run it through all the aces that were made during the, I believe it was around 10 days. I think it was the 15th to the 25th of this year, or this month. And I'm going to run through these because they need recognition. Emma Lawrence, Amelia Erickson, Ciara McCabe, Sasha Smith, Jill Mullins, Laura Gutman, Christina Morales, Janet Cranshaw, Britta Terrell, Lanny Evans, Chrissy Fountain, Carol Mahaffey, Sarah Wood, Jolly Miller, Cheryl Terwilliger, Meredith Curtis, Jackie LaFrance, Alicia Steele, Janine Frost, Sarah Hurtubise, Angela Wilson, Pam James, Reba Cooper, and Jocelyn Miller. Congratulations on your aces. Also, at this event, Zuka offered an 18% discount to all WGE participants. So you should have received that code from your TD. However, if you did not, the PDGA will be sending out a survey, and I believe they'll be including that code. So if you need a new bag, cart, combination, or anything, go use that and save that 18%. Also in that survey, they're going to ask you to share some ideas for the upcoming years for the future events. So stay tuned and be aware that that survey will be heading your way. Another good bit of news, Dynamic Discs brought back the Pitch for Pins competition event giveaway. They're going to be giving two communities a full nine-hole course. My speaking ability is horrible today. That will include 9 permanent Patriot baskets, the ground sleeves and locking collars and padlocks for those baskets, 9 basic tee signs with frames, free shipping anywhere in the continental US. What they do ask is if you do want to enter it, you submit a 90-second or so video, include who you are, where the course would go, and why your community is ready for it. After submission window closes, it will be narrowed down to 5 people, and then after that, there will be those 2 that were selected. During the, or after all submissions were done, all those things will be given to public. I believe the 5 finalists will be put out to the public. But yeah, the link will be, the link for that to submit will be down below as always. Also, in addition to that, Dynamic Discs and Champions Landing hosted the Walmart and Dynamic Discs Double on June 6th. We'll be hosting. I'm I'm getting ahead of myself here. They will be hosting a doubles event on June 6th, so later this week. This event will be raising money for Children's Miracle Network, Play for the Kids. It's going to be a fun event. Doubles events usually are fun. I'm still looking into trying to put together something for our area here in Northern California, Sacramento area, because I just feel like it's more enjoyable. It's not so stressful as to having to get a great score or anything like that. You just go out there and have some fun. Outside of that, for this event, fun events with prizes and crazy rules like throwing with your offhand, clown shoes, floaties, the wheel of consequence, and more. So these are great events for including or getting new players and engaging kids into competitive-ish type events. So hopefully I'll have some updated information on this for next episode, but it's good to see these type of inclusive events, tournaments being held at very well-known locations like Champions Landing. In fact, Champions Landing just posted, or Eric McCabe posted, an update to the island hole. I think it's hole 16, 14? I think it's 16. That island hole, they did some updates to it. So again, I would love to see that back on the tour, Disc Golf Pro Tour. But as it is, that's what we've got. Moving on, we got some information related to some players. One being Drew Gibson is considering playing college disc golf. And he's eligible via the rules and credits. He's hoping that if he does decide to go this route, that it brings eyes to this level of the sport, this tier, the collegiate disc golf realm. And he's hoping that, if he is able to, that obviously his abilities will add to whichever team ends up picking him up. So I don't know about you. I know he asked, what do you think? I'm going to add on to that. What do you think about him being able to play or even contemplating playing in the collegiate level? He's 30 years old or he recently turned 30 and, it's an option. And why not? Hopefully it helps grow the sport at the collegiate level. There were some rumors recently about Gannon. His contract ends the end of this year with Discmania. And it sounds like there may be some parting of ways moving into 2027 for Gannon and Discmania. Something along the lines of maybe they don't have the funds to keep him. I mean, Discmania is a very well-liked, well-supported brand, but there are larger brands out there. I know, the big three have changed. They're Innova, Discraft, and MVP, Streamline, Axiom. But a lot of people, those teams, Discraft especially, is massively overloaded with names. Not overloaded, but stacked, I should say. That's more the correct verbiage or wording for it. And MVP, they're not as stacked, but they definitely have a good list of competitors on their lineup. But if he does move, where do you think he would end up going? There's always still Prodigy. There's businesses like Infinite where, you can throw anything. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. Where do you think Gannon would end up, or where you would like to see him, actually, even better. Also, Brodie Smith had an update last episode. I did state, he is jumping back into disc golf content, not competition at the tour level, but content-wise. And he's just recently added onto that, which he's already posting disc golf rounds, and he's throwing well. But he also just posted that he's joined Ultimate again. So he's got that itch to play, where he excelled. And personally, good for him. I think the content aspect of it will continue to bring eyes for disc golf-wise. But, chase what you love. I have no ill will towards him. I think he was a great supporter and helped grow disc golf through the COVID era. And you know, sometimes your sights change, your goals. And if this is the route he wants to go, if he's still able to put some effort into helping disc golf get some eyes on it, I have no issues with that. Let me know what you think. Discmania Challenge returns to the Disc Golf Pro Tour. It will be releasing 6 fundraiser discs. The first 3 will be available June 8th. So if you are looking at getting any of these event fundraiser discs, stay tuned, June 8th. Gavin Babcock's Signature Series Glow C-Line MD3 Light Strike. These names are getting crazy. The Neo Function Stormbreaker and the Q-Line Premier FD are those 3 fundraisers that will be released on the 8th. Link for the new arrivals will be down below. European Open course at the Tallinn Song Festival grounds has extended the length of it, and both being, well, MPO is extended by 200 meters or 656 feet, and FPO course 120 meters or 393 feet longer. There will be a par 5 for the MPO division, and it will be a 320 meter or otherwise 1,049 foot hole. So that's a new change to the course. And it looks like Paul Macbeth pulled out. You know, he has had health challenges, health issues arise this year, and it's affected his ability to compete. We do hope that he's able to overcome these because, again, he's a GOAT. One of, if not the, you know what I mean? Whole argument there can be had. But we do hope that he is able to recover from whatever issues he's dealing with and able to come back stronger and able to compete at that top level. So, yeah, stay tuned. We'll let you know. The Cascade Challenge recently finished this last week. I hate the fact, again, that these Jomez Pro Series events are not covered live. Obviously, there's a whole back end that's involved with that, and they have to make their decisions relating to that. I know I've been spoiled via live coverage. I'm a very much more live coverage type person. If I don't see it live, I hate watching. I don't hate watching post-produced coverage because obviously that's all we had back in the day for the majority of the events. But it's not my preferable route. But, you know, what are you going to do? Outside of my personal issues with it, for FPO, Silva Saarinen was able to hold wire to wire for the win, and she won with a 6-stroke lead over Owen, but Owen gets another podium finish, so shout out to Owen. As for MPO, Gannon Burr and Adam Hammis, as long as some others came out of the gate strong, though Gannon and Adam were leading after round 1. And then after moving day, there was a 4-way tie at the top at 15 under heading into the final round. And Andrew Marweed came from chase cards with a very strong round to try to take the win. But outside of Gannon, everybody else kind of struggled in the final round. And Gannon ended up being able to win by 2 strokes over Andrew Marweed. So shout out to them on that Jomez Pro Series victory. We did have an announcement about the USDGC tickets being live. I'm going to run through these. If you are in the area or if you're looking to attend this event, these will be your initial options, though single day passes will be available later on. But these are live. The following: the Championship Weekend Pass, it's $89. There are only 300 available. It's a Saturday-Sunday access pass, on-course parking, and you get a Champion Thrower Rock, 1 of 300. An all-week VIP pass at $139. There's 700 going to be available for this. It gives you 4-day ground access, on-course parking, and a silver Champion Rock, 1 of 1,000 that will be made. The Gold Pass at $379. There will be 200 of these available. You'll get Winthrop Shack access, Champion Village access, and a Gold Champion Rock, 1 of 200 made, and 4 meal tokens. and then the Legend Pass, and that is $499. There will be 40 of those available. Inside the ropes, lead card access. You know my opinions about that, but that is what you'll get. Front row championship perspective, blackout champion rock, one of only 40 for those Legend Passes. A commemorative poster and pin, and 6 meal tokens plus the gold benefits. So pick and choose which one you want to get, but outside of that, there are some upgrades that will be available at checkout. Private yurt for $449. There will be 4 public sale spots, and for returning 2025 buyers, you can get it for $399 instead of $449. There are also a couple tailgate options. So hole 5 has a tailgate, as well as hole 16, and those are $100 each if you want one of those. And then as for the daily passes, if you're looking to just attend one of the days, those will be available on September 1st is when those will go live. And for Thursday or Friday, those are $30 tickets. Saturday is $35 and Sunday is $40 for the single day. Any walk-ups day of will be $40. Kids from 2 to 12, $9. And then military and special groups, also $9. I do love that they do discount those, not only for the kids, but the military and special groups. That's great. So if you're only planning on attending one day, know that those tickets will be available September 1st. And then shout out to the co-presenting sponsors, discgolf.law. You know we love him. US Disc Golf UPS is a co-presenting sponsor. Visit York County, Furman Power Equipment, Discraft, of course, PDGA, Disc Golf United, Zuka, and Winthrop University. And the link for all those ticket options will be down below for the ones that are currently live. And then also you'll be able to track when those other single days are live on September 1st. We've got Brixton DGPT cards updated. Now my wife purchased these for me for Christmas. So I finally got my box. Super excited about this. 10 packs, 5 cards per pack. So 50 cards in that box. And it's been over 5 months, guys. It's been close to 6 months that the wait has been for getting this product. Now, I got to give kudos where kudos is due, and Brixton took ownership of the issues that they had to deal with, which caused these delays, and they included a little apology card as well as some extra packs. So will we be opening this? Yes. One of these will be opened later this episode. But I have to shout out, this is definitely how businesses should handle issues that were unexpected. Granted, you know, you as a business owner, they're gonna have issues like this arise, and they're not gonna know how to deal with them until they come around. And I think for as tough of a wait it was, I think they did really well in addressing it and compensating the people who have supported them in this endeavor. So a big shout out to Brixton, and we'll be opening one of these in a few. And again, my personal favorites, little note here for the news, the Silas Schultz watch. He did not compete in the Cascade Challenge, but yet he still stands in 22nd place. So shout out to Silas Schultz. We'll keep you updated on his movement. That leads us to the question of the episode, guys. This one, I'm very, very curious as to what you think, because obviously there's a lot of different perspectives when it comes to this. But question is, what is your practice routine leading up to a tournament? Adding to that, do you feel that playing a practice round the day before the start of a tournament is good or bad for your game? Do you think it keeps you warmed up, or do you think having a rest day gives your muscles and tendons, your body, the ability to rest and recoup prior to the start of a 3-day tournament or a big tournament? Let me know what you think down below. And moving on, before we get to gear and equipment, as always, do me a favor, hit that subscribe, the like, the share, the notifications, all the goods. I really do appreciate it. It does help. I'm trying to get that viewer time count up so that I can get monetized on here. But again, anything and everything does help. Thank you so much. Moving on to gear and equipment. This segment is brought to you by Disc Golf Deals USA. Go to discgolfdealsusa.com/discgolfshow. Save 10% off your entire order. Some exclusions do apply, but those big ticket items or large orders, that 10% adds up. So save it when you can. No discs, no updated approved discs from PDGA. So we're just going to move on to some recent upcoming releases. Again, today, and I did leave this in from the past couple episodes, Team Pound Octos are available today. And they started off at 9 a.m. today. So if you're looking at getting one of those Team Pounds from for Babcock, Donica, White, Hansen, or Sexton, those went live today. So if you're looking for a new bag and a very quality bag, go check them out. H13 Disc Golf has talked about releasing the Jet Setter. It's a straight to overstable 9-speed driver, and they're looking at release date of June 13th, so stay tuned for that. And then Ocean Discs are looking at getting a retooled Flying Fish disc in the next couple months. They make their discs out of ocean plastic, so they are a recycle company similar to Trash Panda, but all their discs come from plastic that's retrieved from the ocean. And this will be their second PDGA approved mold when and if it does get approved. Currently, their only approved mold is the Sea Turtle. So again, go check them out, Ocean Discs. And then as for the last item here for recent releases, not a disc, but a product, all the same. Aeroframe now offers a version to display the underside of your disc with what they are calling the reversed arms for their mount. Again, it just goes around that, you know, you have those underside stamps, or maybe somebody signed the bottom of a disc that you loved and you still want to display that signature. This is your option, so, or one of your options. So again, link for that will be down below. And then last but not least, we know most important part of your gear, your shoes, and those being either Idio Sports or Vessi shoes, which are the ones we tend to share here on the show. Two very different style shoes. They're both lightweight though and waterproof, so it comes down to your personal taste. But again, go check those out. They do have low tops, high tops, all those things. Let me know which one you lean towards, and go check those out. We're now to upcoming events, and we've got a few. June 4th to 7th, this coming weekend, the 2026 Northwest Championship, which is a DGPT Plus event, another 4-rounder in Portland, Oregon. And then June 12th to 14th, we got the Euro Tour happening. And the first event for the Euro Tour is the 2026 Pärnu Open in Pärnu, Estonia. So, you know, we got that swing, the European swing. Outside of that, June 20th, we do have the Throw for More, the Paul Macbeth Foundation Throw for More event. The link for that will be down below if you're not registered. It's where you raise some funds per throw or per round, or you know, you can try to attempt that 24-hour stretch for that as well. And in addition to that, they also announced and is also coming up on September 19th. I know that's a ways out, but I do like to give people as much notice as possible for these kind of large events, fundraising events, is the Global. If you don't know about it, link for that will be down below. You can read up on that. It's like a one-day worldwide event where it'll be a full ranking across the globe. So that's interesting. Well, that brings us to the mailbag, and we got some things. So first, this is where we show you some products and videos to consume. If you've consumed them already, check it out again. If you haven't, check them out. We're going to do this a little different. We're going to do the product after the video. The video being Gannon Burr put up a video about how to putt in the wind, whether it's headwind, tailwind, or different side tracking winds. And it's very informative. It's short, very consumable. I think it's around 6 minutes or so, something like that, 6-7 minutes. I highly suggest checking out the link below for that. He explains as to how the disc is affected by those different winds, and it's really cool, simple, quick video to consume. So check it out. All right, guys. I do want to open one of these. Obviously, I'm going to have to put you down for this, but I'm going to set you right here. All right. This is a first. All right. This is a first. I don't know which one to pick, but I think what we'll do is we'll just go middle. We'll just go middle. That's what I've chosen. So we're going to open this up. This is the first time I've opened these packs. So again, shout out to Brixton for doing this. I am very curious as to what is in here. So this will be backwards for you, but you know, what are you going to do? We've got a rookie, Bowden Billick. Very cool on the standard card. So very cool. We've got Harper Thompson. Awesome. We've got a Emily Weatherman, big fan. Before I get to the other one, Raven Newsom. We were talking about the MVP lineup. There's one of them. He's the team captain too. So shout out to him. And then Emily Weatherman on the Jomez Pro backdrop. Very cool. And last but not least, we've got the greeting card. Yes, big fan. Madison Walker greeting card. I like these. I really, really like this version. It's got the little stamp on the back and everything. Very, very cool. Awesome. Love it. So that's my first pull, guys. This is what it is. Very awesome. And I'll be posting more of the other cards that I have. I'll be posting some videos about those and unboxings and pack openings and all that fun stuff. I got to figure out the best visual way to do it, but stay tuned for those. And all right, well, that brings us to the end of the show, guys. This was a little bit longer, but a lot of good information. And at the end of the show, we do like to give you ways in which you can save some money. And the first being, if you're looking for a new bag, go check out Upper Park Disc Golf. Use code DiscGolfShow, and you can save some money there. Again, big shout out to Disc Golf Deals USA. Go to discgolfdealsusa.com/discgolfshow. Save 10% off of your entire order. Some exclusions do apply, but bags, carts, baskets, large orders of discs, that 10% adds up. You can save some good money there. And then last but not least, our local pro shop, Final Nine Sports. If you are in Northern California, Sacramento area, they have 2 locations, one in Orangeville and one in Rockland. Big shout out to them. Always support local if you can. And then if you have any items that you want me to add to upcoming episodes, shoot me an email, discgolfshow@gmail.com. More than happy to throw it in. And yeah, hit that subscribe, the like, the share, and the notifications. All the goods. I really do appreciate it. Hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you next week.